Okay, first things first, yes, I know I look like an off-brand MrBeast. Thank you for bringing that up in previous videos. All right, so in my recent announcement where I talked about moving from Twitch to YouTube, I talked about how the streaming features of YouTube were not the main reason that I was moving over. It was a lot of other reasons. Well, in this video, I actually want to talk about the streaming features of YouTube, the things that are relating to the YouTube streaming features. How many times can I say YouTube streaming features? But anyway, let's talk about some things that YouTube needs to do in order to improve to be on par with Twitch or even better than Twitch. Okay, so this first one here doesn't actually fall on YouTube, so I guess the title of the video is a little bit of a lie, but this is still super important. Okay, so the Elgato Stream Deck. The features that YouTube has on the Elgato Stream Deck are so limited. There are only two features that it currently has on Stream Deck. Those features are a chat message and a viewer count. On the other hand, Twitch has a plethora of options that are fantastic. Now I know this mainly comes down to Elgato because they wrote these specific plugins for the Stream Deck. And I've actually tweeted about this. I posted on the Elgato and YouTube gaming subreddits, and it hasn't gained any traction. But I really do think it is very important. The Stream Deck has become integrated in so many streamers' lives that if any streamer wanted to move from Twitch to YouTube, they might be a little hesitant because of the limited options that the Stream Deck has to offer when it comes to YouTube features. I pretty much want them to copy exactly what Twitch has as far as Stream Deck integrations, but the two main things is I want a button that can automatically clip the last 30 seconds of my stream, and I can open that clip up to trim the clip however I want to, similar to how Twitch does it. The second option is a stream marker. If something crazy happens in my stream that I know is longer than 30 seconds, so a clip's not going to suffice, I want one button on my Stream Deck that's just going to leave a marker at that specific time when I go look at the VOD later on. Now, the funny thing is that YouTube actually has these sort of two hotkeys that are set up in the actual live dashboard when you're streaming on YouTube. The problem with that for me though is I have a dual PC setup, so that doesn't really work for me. If I'm playing a game on one PC, I can't automatically switch over to my streaming PC just to click one button and then go back to the game. It's just not an ideal scenario. It would be a lot easier if I could just tap something on my Stream Deck and bam, I didn't have to worry about it. It would capture the clip or it would leave a stream marker on the stream. And in a world now where TikTok style videos, short form videos, shorts and reels and things like that are really thriving, this would just make life a lot easier because I know every content creator out there, if you're serious about content creation, is trying to create that short form content, and not having those buttons available on the Stream Deck just adds a few extra steps to the process and really does make it annoying. Now, my current workaround for this is to actually set up the replay buffer in OBS, which saves the last minute of gameplay. That's what I have it set to. And then I just have a hotkey on my Stream Deck that connects to that and will save the last minute of gameplay. But it's not really ideal. I would love if this was integrated into YouTube so that I could easily make a clip and then after my stream, it's already saved within my content dashboard and I could turn that clip directly into a short. All right, so this next one here is something that I definitely think YouTube needs to do in 2022, and that is set up a Twitch Prime alternative. Now, there are streamers over on Twitch that, they make a living streaming, so from moving to Twitch to YouTube, they're afraid of the loss of revenue because YouTube doesn't have a Twitch Prime alternative, and let's be real, Twitch Prime does generate a lot of revenue for streamers that potentially live month to month. I'm not talking about the major huge streamers that clearly make a lot of money. I'm talking about those streamers that are streaming to live. And YouTube has the foundation in place to set up something like this because they already have YouTube Premium. So my idea is that if you have a YouTube Premium membership or even a Google One membership, you would get a free membership to any streamer that is on YouTube. And it would reset every month similar to the way that Twitch Prime does. Now, something really cool that YouTube could also do, since they're owned by Google, is integrate it into Google Stadia. So we all know that Twitch Prime has really solid perks such as in-game cosmetics and even free games sometimes. So Google could easily integrate the YouTube Premium membership into Google Stadia and offer free games that way. I'm sure it would also help out the user base of Stadia because I haven't heard anything really about Stadia in a while, so I'm sure the user base is hurting. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my assumption. I actually did make a video on how to get free memberships on YouTube, and I know that sounds a little sketchy, but it's actually a direct way from Google to earn Google Play balance, and then you can use that balance on YouTube. So feel free to check that video out, and yeah, I think a Twitch Prime alternative is really a no-brainer for YouTube. And before we get into the next part here, I just want to say if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Also, you can pop into my live stream. I'm actually live on this channel every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, so I'd love to see you in the stream. We also have a brand new section in the Discord called Channel Reviews, so if you have a channel out there and you want me to take a look at it to give you some tips, feel free to pop into the Discord, drop your channel URL in that channel, and I'll take a look at it. All right, so next up is theater mode. This is something that's been talked about a bit, and the theater mode on YouTube is pretty lacking. And the reason for that is because originally it was created because YouTube was not a live streaming platform. So it didn't really matter where the chat went when you went into theater mode. The point of the theater mode was to make the video the focus of your screen. Well, times are changing, and the theater mode on YouTube needs an update. It just needs to have it just like Twitch, where the chat is on the right side and the video is on the left side, and it takes up your entire browser window. I actually did make a video as well on how to get YouTube's theater mode through a Google Chrome extension, so feel free to check that out if you'd like to. And theater mode is honestly my preferred way to watch streams, and I think it's like that for a lot of people, so YouTube really needs to do this, and I think it's something that's eventually going to come this year. I just don't know when. I don't know where it is on their priority list. All right, so this next one here is something that is super important, and I really hope that YouTube does it sooner rather than later, because I think it's a game changer. So we all know that creating discoverable content on YouTube means that you have a higher chance to grow your audience. But when you're live on YouTube, sure, YouTube can recommend your live stream in the sidebar of YouTube, but I think there's something even better that they can do to get people who watch your videos to pop into your live stream. So whenever you're live on YouTube, I want to see a banner that is across all of your videos that says, "I'm live right now, click here to check out the live stream," or something like that. And when people click on it, they just pop right into your YouTube stream. Obviously, this would be a non-intrusive banner. I don't want something that looks like a 90s website, but I think that it's super important that this does exist across all of your videos. And actually, funny enough, YouTube used to do this for Twitch. So if you were a Twitch streamer, you could set up a banner that would appear over all of your YouTube videos whenever you were live on Twitch, and if someone clicked on that banner, they would hop into your Twitch stream. Now, I don't think that feature is around anymore. It was actually tough for me to even find this screenshot here of what I'm talking about, because I do remember it existing, but I don't recall a lot of people even talking about it. And obviously, I guess YouTube removed that feature once they started getting more serious in the streaming game, but I would love to see this feature make a comeback specifically for YouTube streams. Another thing that I would love to see from YouTube that I think would be really cool, and it also has to do with Discord, is Discord event integration. So typically when you're streaming on YouTube, you are scheduling out your streams ahead of time, whether it's a few hours ahead of time or whether it's days or weeks ahead of time. That's usually what streamers do on YouTube. And the reason that streamers do that is because YouTube allows your audience to actually set a reminder for that live stream. So you can sort of have a general idea of how many people are going to be there the second you go live. So Discord started rolling out over the past few months their events feature, and I think it's great. It really does get the attention of anyone who is in your Discord channel. But the thing is that when you create a YouTube stream, you get a unique URL for each stream. I would love if that was somehow integrated into Discord so that once I actually schedule out a stream on YouTube, it would automatically create that event in Discord with that unique URL with the same title so that I didn't basically have to do double the work. And I think that Discord would be okay with that because they're not really a competitor to YouTube. You know, they're a completely separate product. But I do think that those features are so similar that they should be talking to each other. So these other things that I would like to see are definitely more minor, but I do think it's important for YouTube to address them at some point. Okay, so chat improvements on YouTube. YouTube chat has come a long way. It used to be pretty bad, but recently I've actually had some issues with YouTube chat where for some reason all of the messages from my viewers will pop in at the same time. I'm not really sure why that is. It looks like sometimes my YouTube chat is working, sometimes that happens. I don't really know what's going on. And yes, I know you can actually have top chat and live chat. I'm using the live chat option on YouTube, so it should have all the messages come in real time. So I would love for them to fix that. Not really sure what's going on. I'm sorry I can't give any more technical reasons why it's happening, but yeah, I would love if they could fix that. I would also love for just some quality of life improvements for the chat. You know, when I click on a user's name, I want to be able to see when they subscribed to my channel, when they became a member of my channel, you know, maybe a link to their profile. I know they currently have that set up, but it doesn't seem like it's working. I click on someone's profile and it just sends me to a 404 error page. Not really sure what's going on there. I would also love for some specialty badges, you know, a VIP badge, a first member badge, a YouTube premium badge, all those sort of things I would love to see. I would also love to see a nickname setting. I used to use this IRC client called Chatty for Twitch, where you could actually set nicknames for people that came into your stream. I thought it was really cool, and I would love that on YouTube. I would love to be able to, you know, if someone preferred to be called Joe rather than their username, you know, Baloney07, then I would love to be able to set a nickname. It would be something only the streamer could see. And whenever that person talked in the chat, it would say Baloney07, and then next to it, it would say Joe in parentheses, so that I knew, oh, hey, what's going on, Joe? You know, I could just call them by the name that they prefer. Now, of course, you know, it's kind of the job of the streamer to remember those sort of things, but sometimes you just can't do that, or sometimes people have a different username on YouTube versus when you knew them on Twitch, so it's hard to sort of remember those things sometimes. And two other things I would love to see that aren't really chat related is a picture-in-picture mini player. YouTube currently has this, but it doesn't go on top of all the other windows that are on your computer. It only goes on top of whatever you're watching on YouTube. So you can continue to browse YouTube, but it's not going to, you know, go over all your tabs or anything like that. I would love if it was just the same as basically the way Twitch has it with their mini player. Also, an audio-only option would be great. I used to use that on Twitch all the time when I was just working on something on my computer and I couldn't watch anything. I would put audio-only on my phone, listen to a Twitch stream. It was really great. I would love if YouTube had that option as well. Is there anything else that you would want to see YouTube do in 2022? Leave it down in the comments below. I would love to hear about it, or pop over to my live stream. I'm live every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And like I mentioned earlier, if you do have a channel out there that you want me to review, it could be a Twitch channel, a TikTok channel, a YouTube channel, whatever it is, feel free to pop into the Discord. Link is down below, and submit your link for a channel review, and I'll get to it, you know, as soon as I can. Also, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know, my move from Twitch to YouTube so far has been really successful. I've had a lot of new people pop into the stream. I've had a lot of great support on my video content, so I really do appreciate it. I can't overstate it enough. So thank you so much for, you know, supporting me. For those who came from Twitch over to YouTube, you know, thank you extra for taking that leap with me. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.